Okay, so today we're shortening a 8.8 rear end. It's actually out of a Crown Vic. It's going to go into this 54 Ford. It's getting Cummins swapped. We're only going to have to trim 1 1/8 inch off of one side, which is what this is right here. So we have this piece of 1 inch stock running all the way through the axle to help us keep it straight. It had bearings made for the inside. I previously had used this same setup for Explorer rear end. So these outer bearings that I used for the Explorer, they're a little bit different size, so we'll have to have different ones made for the outside. But it did a really good job on keeping everything nice and straight. But so we're going to take measurements, which we already did, record measurements from here to here. You want to make sure you have a good solid point of reference. That way you know exactly how much you took out of the housing and then exactly how much shorter you're going to want to have your axle made when you have a new one made. Oh yeah, so we have these lines here. I'm not sure. We have the shorter or smaller line going across there, and then we made a bigger one, just a little more visible. Just set a piece of angle iron on there and went along the side of that, just to keep everything nice and lined up. So with the bearing in there, it'll be really easy once this is cut off to line this back up to here nice and straight, and then you can make sure that you have that your cuts are all nice and straight, and you can take a little more off if you need to. I would always start a little bit small, and then you can always take more off if you need to. Our bearings, new bearings made. You can see that one in the end there. So this guy will just go right in there, nice and tight. And then it's already cut exactly to the right length. So that slides in there, and then we have our marks right there that'll line up. We have a little bit of a gap there, but that'll fill in with weld just fine. So we'll clamp angle iron to the top and the bottom to keep everything nice and straight here. And then we'll probably do 4 tack welds around to keep it nice and straight, and then fill in between them with weld. So there's the setup. So the bar will rotate fairly easily, and you just want to make sure that once you're done welding that the bar still rotates fairly easily and pulls in and out. Does it pass inspection? Clamped on, ready to tack it. Still spins pretty freely. That's good. Got our line marked up. I would probably recommend using a different clamp and more clamps, but this is all we have, so we're just gonna go with it. It'll be fine. It'll keep it straight, but I like to use a little more when you can. So it still turns nice and easy. You can pull it in and out nice and smooth. So I think it's ready to be ground down a little bit and painted and smashed back together.